Hi everybody, I wanted to make some extra lectures to show you how Oberlo and AliExpress work. So I set this store up in the space of 2 days, and I did it myself because my assistants were working on something else. So this was actually set up specifically to show you guys just how to do this. So I've done the whole store setup here, including the logo, which I had created over on Fiverr, and the apps. So here's the Facebook chat app down here. And up here, this is the free shipping bar by Hector. So that's another free app that we talked about previously. Now I have imported products from AliExpress. If we scroll down the page, and I want you to know this is a free theme. It's the theme called Minimal, which I recommended in an earlier lecture as well. I'm going to click on some of these collections here, and you can see the way I have this laid out. I have it going 4 across the page. Now regarding the prices here, something that I want to point out is that the pricing rules that I talk about for dropshipping between say $40 and maybe $200 at the upper limit doesn't necessarily apply to AliExpress, and that's because the products over there, the prices are very, very low. So for example, these bracelets here, these bracelets are only maybe $1 or so, or $2, maybe $3 over at AliExpress. And I'm going to show you exactly how I have set up the pricing when we go in to look at the Oberlo app. But first of all, I want to go over to AliExpress, and you will need to install the Chrome extension for Oberlo. So for the Oberlo app. Now in order to do that, you simply go to the app. So obviously before you can do this, the app will be installed on your store. And then on this page, now I've already installed the Chrome extension, but on this page, if you haven't already installed the Chrome extension, click here to watch this video and you'll be able to install the extension. Now the extension is for Chrome, it's not for any other browser. It works on Windows or Mac, but it does not work on mobile devices. So you need to be on your desktop or your laptop to use the extension. But you need the extension in order to use the app properly. So let's go back over to AliExpress. Now I have the extension installed. Up here, this little grey icon, this is the extension. It's not active at the moment because I'm on the AliExpress home page and I need to be in a category before the extension becomes active. So let's go over to, let's say jewellery and watches, and let's say digital watches. And now you can see the extension has turned blue and it's active. So we have a page here of men's digital watches. Now here's where you can select your filters. So first of all, you're going to select your country and then select your shipping option. Now there are 2 shipping options that will work, or the only 2 shipping options that are suitable, and that is AliExpress standard shipping or ePacket. Now generally to the United States, ePacket is going to be a little bit faster, but ePacket is not available for every product. So if you want to expand your options, then choose AliExpress standard shipping. Probably the best way to do it is to choose ePacket first. And if you don't get enough options with ePacket, you can always then search for AliExpress standard shipping. Make sure this is toggled to on and this is also toggled to on. Click Update Settings. So now you have a list of products on this page that fit with your options, with your filters here in Oberlo. Now just let me explain why I said you must use either ePacket or AliExpress standard shipping. That's because these are the only 2 low-cost shipping options that offer tracking, and you must be able to have tracking. You must be able to give your customer a tracking number if they want it. the longer shipping times, you will have less issues if you are able to provide the customer with a tracking number. At least that way they know their items in transit. Okay, so let's take a look here. First of all, processing time 3 days, 2 days, 3 days. This tells you how long the supplier takes to process your order and actually send the goods out. Now, sometimes this can be as long as 7 days, which is not so good because we know that's going to add to the length of time it takes for that product to arrive at the customer, and it's going to mean the customer has to wait longer before they even can get a tracking number. So the shorter processing times are better. And what you're looking for here, you're looking for products that have a lot of orders and a lot of feedback. And this product here is obviously a good product. There has been 2,500 orders, around 2,000 votes, and it has a 4.8 star rating out of 5. Anything over 4.7, 4.8 is fine, but you don't want to go below that. Now this one here similarly has hundreds of orders, not as many as this one, but this is still acceptable. So I would say over 200 orders, at least 200 orders. More is better than that. But you want feedback rating of at least 100, 4.9 out of 5. Now over here, this is another product that has a high score, 4.9 out of 5 with 660 votes. And there have been over 2,000 orders. Now down here, this is where we can get an idea about the seller's feedback overall. So how well this seller is rated here on AliExpress. Now this seller has a positive feedback of a 98.7, which is very good. You definitely want over 95% for the feedback score. Anything over 95% is good. So this is how you basically decide whether a product is a good bet or not over here on AliExpress, because you can look at the number of votes the product has got from people who have bought it, but you need to have a reasonably high number of orders before you can get a reasonably high number of votes. Now, a lot of these products here have a very high number of orders and a lot of votes. So clearly, men's digital watches is a very high demand product. Okay, now if I want to click through one of these and take a further look at it. Now here's where we can see how many are in stock. There are 347 pieces available of this one. Different colours will have different numbers of pieces left in stock. Now this one doesn't have many in stock at all. I would probably not want to add this to my store at this stage. It's getting very close to probably running out of stock. Let's go back to another one. Now as you can see, there are a lot more pieces in stock of this particular watch here. Looks really nice. So this one will be okay. And another thing that we can look at down here, add to wish list, it's had 11,000 ads. So clearly this is a product that has demand. People like this watch. All right, so to add to store, just click the app, add to import list. This has now been imported, but it is not live on the store yet. So the next step now is to edit this product and push it to the store. But before we do that, I want to show you something very important about setting the pricing for the imported products from AliExpress. And we do this inside the dashboard here of the Oberlo app under settings. But what we'll do is we will do this in another lecture. So I'll see you in a minute.